Alright, example 2, solve for the unknown angle. In this case, the unknown angle is down here, which is theta. And so that's going to be my focus angle. And so step 1 is to define your focus angle, which is, in this case, the unknown angle. Step 2 is to identify the sides that you've been given. So across from our focus angle, this one's going to be my opposite. Across from my 90-degree symbol is going to be my hypotenuse. And the last side is going to be the adjacent. And now we have to determine which primary trig ratio we want to use. In this case, if we write down SOHCAHTOA, you can take a look that we have everything. We have opposite, adjacent, and hypotenuse. So we can do this, we can do this, and we can do this. We have everything. So actually in this question, we can do all three. This is kind of a weird situation which we won't give you very often. Normally, we won't give you one of these ones. So if I didn't have opposite, I would just have adjacent and hypotenuse, and then I would use cosine only. Or if I didn't have my adjacent, I would only have these two left over. I would only have my opposite and hypotenuse. Then you're forced to use the sine. Or in the last situation, if I didn't have my hypotenuse, I'd only have opposite and adjacent. That means I'd be forced to use tangent. In this example, I'm going to show you that I'm going to do a couple examples. I'm going to do two of them, show you that both of them are going to give the result to the last one. And I want you to try on your own the third one, which should give you the same answer. Okay? Technically, these are all valid ways of getting the same answer. So let's try sine first. So sine of an angle, this focus angle, according to this formula, is opposite over hypotenuse. And again, we need to solve for theta here. Opposite, in this case, I know it's 23.5. And my hypotenuse is 36.5. And now we need to isolate for theta. We're trying to solve for an angle. We need to go the other way around. We need to isolate for theta, getting rid of sine. So what's the opposite of sine? It's the sine inverse. I don't know if you guys remember, but sine inverse can be found right there. The yellow version of this button. So just above that is this yellow version. So to access that button, you need to press the second function first and then sine. Okay? So what we're going to do is going to take sine inverse of both sides, and normally people don't write it like this, but I'm going to do it just to reinforce what you do to one side, you do the other side. So I'm going to take the sine inverse of both sides. This are opposite operations, and we're just left with theta. We've isolated for theta, and now I can take sine inverse of 23.5 over, so bracket, make sure you put it in brackets, 23.5 divided by 36.5. And I'm going to show you what I'm doing on my calculator. That is what I have in my calculator. Okay, so I took the sine inverse first and then put the brackets 23.5 divided by 36. And then I just press equals. And that's going to give me approximately, so I'm going to put my approximate symbol here, 40 degrees. Okay, so let's try it with another trig ratio. You can choose any one. I'm just going to choose tangent. So tangent of that is equal to, according to this formula, is opposite over adjacent. And so tangent of, we do not know, so we plug numbers in now. Do we have a value for opposite? Yes, we do, 23.5. Adjacent is 27.9. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it a little bit differently. I'm going to do 23.5 divided by 27.9, like that. I'm going to press the equal sign. And what that tells me is that the opposite is 84% of the adjacent. And I'm going to tell the calculator, I want to find what angle that is at which tangent is the opposite is 84% of the hypotenuse. So to find out what the angle is, I'm going to take the tan inverse. What I do to one side, I do the other side, but I'm not going to show it this time. It's just going to move it to the other side. I guess some people like to look at it like that, but remember, you're doing it to the whole side. So I'm going to take this answer here and keep it there. Keep every single one of my decimals so that it's super accurate. I'm going to press tan inverse, just like that. I didn't get rid of anything. And I'm going to press the answer button. So I have an answer button on here. So tan inverse of the answer is just right there. So I just tan inverse of the previous answer, and I get 40 degrees again. Okay? And so what I want you guys to do is to do the last one on your own using this formula, adjacent over hypotenuse, and you should get the same exact answer. Okay, so good luck with that. If you have any trouble, please email me or see me on Google Chat, and we'll see you in the next video for a third example.